Hello, everybody. Charles Cannon, Certified Financial Planner here for the Lifetime Income for You channel. Today, we're going to talk about defective portfolio syndrome. So first off, I want you to think about all of the economic storms that are out in front of us. They're moving quicker and quicker than ever. Right now, stocks have done very well since December, even though the stock market is acting as if we're already in rate cutting. Chairman Powell went on 60 Minutes this past Sunday, and he reiterated what I have been telling you for the last year, which is that he has learned from the lessons of Chairman Volcker during the Jimmy Carter years. He is going to lower rates much more slowly than anybody could have imagined. Because when Chairman Volcker lowered rates, it led to double dip recession where he had to raise rates again. And that's when we had those really high 18% mortgages, right? Probably your first mortgage was in that area of interest rate, right? So Chairman Powell is not going to do that. In fact, the better the markets do, the less reason he has to lower rates. The only way we're going to get 5 rate cuts is if we have a real hard recession and they have to re-stimulate. But let's take a look at the other economic problems we've got out there. Let's talk about China. Number one, China is down 30% on their markets over the last month. Their real estate index is down 85%. Their largest land developer, who has the most land development loans in the world, just had a court order to liquidate. They're in bad trouble there. They're talking about easing, but their government does what they want when they want. And right now, when they start their easing, they're a little bit late on starting. Anything like that can come over here and affect us, right? No matter what you think about China, they're an important partner when it comes to manufacturing. Next, we've got a presidential election cycle. Let's not get into politics. Let's just say that things are going to go up or down, and then there's going to be a lot of finger pointing and blaming no matter what happens. Fair enough? Also, we're engaged in 2 wars, and if China decides that they want to enter Taiwan as a way to stimulate their economy, we've all seen that what war can do to your economy. It gets things going again sometimes. That's a war that we have said that we would defend Taiwan. Right? Not to mention, like we said, the market is acting as if rates are already being cut. The bond market is acting as if rates are never going to get cut. Oil is acting as if we're already in recession. Gold is acting as if we're going to be in a soft landing. All these different markets are giving us mixed signals. You've got to protect your portfolio. But for all of our clientele here at CFG, you're either in pre-retirement or retirement, and the big defect in your portfolio, no matter how much you think that your current advisor has you diversified correctly, the big defect you have is the cost of aging. What happens if you or your spouse needs additional help, either because of memory issues or mobility issues? Because those things will continue to progress until you meet their need. And as you age, you do not want to be the caregiver for your spouse. You want to be the care manager. You've got to meet those needs with professional help, and that costs money, folks. You've got to protect your portfolio because that's an additional expenditure that has to come from your portfolio. And then the worst thing may happen, which is both of you need help at the same time. And now it's double the amount. So time and time again, I meet with people who have not had that thought out ahead of time. And the default answer at that point, when your feet are in the fire, that's what we call a crisis of care. The default answer, I can help you still, but it's not as an attractive an alternative as if you protect your kingdom today and use a portion of your assets to make sure that, yes, you can still draw from the assets if you want to spend it, but it will do double duty work in protecting the rest of your kingdom. So if you would like to talk about that, press the button at the bottom and put you right on my schedule. We can Zoom. If you're here in the Portland metropolitan area, we can meet directly and let us help you put yourself on the path of protecting your kingdom, everything you worked 35, 40 years for to build and now protect. Let's make sure your spouse is protected and the legacy that you've always hoped to leave gets protected. Charles Cannon, Certified Financial Planner. Remember, the most important part of your retirement is lifetime income for you. Have a great day now.